CTV National News correspondent Adrian Gobriel continues his coverage out of Israel this morning. Adrian, you're at a hospital, the largest hospital in the Middle East, just outside of Tel Aviv, 2 hours away from Gaza. Can you tell us what exactly is happening there at the hospital?
Yeah, this is the Sheba Medical Center. It is packed. To give you an idea of the scale of this hospital, 20,000 cars come and go here each day. They treat over 2 million patients a year. They also, inside, they also treat Palestinians in here. I'm told that currently there's 80 Palestinians in this hospital, 70% of our children, 25% of their doctors are Israeli Arabs. So this really is a major hospital, obviously, in the region. We've been inside today, hearing some difficult stories, speaking to family members whose loved ones are just holding on. I spoke to the brother of one woman. She's a mother with a 1.5-year-old daughter, and she's also a wife. She, her husband, and her baby daughter all suffered critical burns. They were inside their home in the south on Saturday when Hamas militants stormed their community. They stayed inside their shelter while their home was lit on fire around them, and they stayed in there as long as they could until it became an oven, and they had to run out. All 3 of them are getting assisted breathing. They've been intubated. The young baby, I'm told, is doing better, but the mother and father are still critical. That's just some of what's happening. The National Burn Unit is here inside this hospital, but there's also, uplifting scenes. There's bands that have been coming and playing traditional Hebrew music for survivors. So a real roller coaster of emotions.
Adrian, I'm really curiously watching the background behind you right now, because it looks to me like it's kind of almost any other Thursday, perhaps there. I've seen some young people waving at the camera, as you've been reporting live. People look like they're just kind of going about their daily lives. How would you describe that? Because, we're trying to understand what it's like in a war zone right now, but the people there seem very much at ease from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, listen, this is day 6. People are exhausted, but the people are trying to go about their lives. Obviously, here at a hospital, it is all systems go. They're at full capacity inside there right now. So there are parts of the day where you will be, in Tel Aviv, or you'll be in surrounding areas, and things feel normal. But then they can go sideways really quickly. And when the air raid sirens sound, as I believe we've discussed before, they're really, the air raid sirens are really specific to neighborhoods, and it means that there are incoming rockets to specifically where you are. We were in the north yesterday, further away from Gaza, where the perceived danger is, interviewing a Canadian family that's trying to get home. And while we were there interviewing them, it's a single mother with 2 young children. There was reports came across, a blanket report, that Hezbollah militants may have infiltrated the area and broken through the border. And we all had to run into a shelter, unsure if there were armed militants in the community where we were in that moment. So in one sense, life moves on. In another, people are simply holding on.
And Adrian, I'm very curious to know, given that the Israeli government has vowed to shut off the water and electricity to Gaza, if the hospital there where you're at is preparing for any influx of patients or people from Gaza into Israel, is that a possibility? Would they ever take on people who are injured from there?
They would. I can note that yesterday there was a riot here at this hospital because there were reports that this hospital was treating militants inside, and so people from the perhaps far right of center came and they actually stormed this hospital. So there is a lot of it's not as easy as just bringing them in, but could they? I'm told that they have a basement in this hospital where if they can no longer treat patients above ground, they can move them below ground, and they could also have the capacity to bring more patients in. The challenge is getting patients out of Gaza right now without a humanitarian corridor is next to impossible.
Wow. Really stunning realities from the ground there in Israel. That is CTV National's Adrian Gobriel once again reporting for us live from there this morning. Adrian, appreciate this. We'll check back in with you about an hour's time, but thank you for this yet again this morning.
Thank you.